That's another K-Town beat.
YouTube, it's your boy, Mr. Outliner. I'm back, and today I gotta look at this hairline, man, I'm dealing with. But hey, you know, I'm Mr. Outliner. I'm gonna make it work. I'm gonna make it happen. Now, if you're checking out the video quality, it looks a lot better. I changed the position of where I put my camera at, and you know, things that I did with my lighting to make the picture video quality come out that much better. Now, when you do things, it's a learning curve. So my learning curve on this is move your shoulder out the way, man. Move the camera over just a little bit more. So when I thought that I was getting a clear shot on this side, I did, but my shoulder is too much in the way, right? But I'm gonna still walk you through it, and on the other side you can see it better. Now, if you paid attention to one of my previous videos, like the one before last, we did like a pre-lineup in order to set the tone for the taper, right? This is like a burst taper, I want to call it. So I made my first guideline in a circular shape. Then I came back with no guard, and I just fade that first guideline out that we made. And you see what I'm doing? See, so my blade is open, and I'm really trying to remove the first guideline. Right? That is, his hair is super straight. You see that? It's kind of wavy at the top, but his hair is super straight. Right here, I got the 1.5, so I skipped the 1 guard here. So I took my 1.5, and I'm trying to get rid of the guideline that was created by the 1 from removing the first guideline. So sometimes it's like, you can think of it as you make a line to take away a line, make a line to take away a line until there's no more lines left, right? But you use consistent strokes, and that's what we're doing. We focus on the circular area, right? It's a burst, so it's going up. It's starting out small and getting wider, right? That's what a burst fade is for me anyway. So you have to just be consistent with your strokes. Use the corner of the blade a lot. I promise you the video quality is gonna get better, where you visible, better visually, right? But you see how the fade is already coming out. It's already pretty much working. And if you pay attention to the clipper, I'm using the corner of the blade. Corner of the blade is gonna help you fade. It's gonna help you fade to not make a line, right? It's more of a feathering type technique that we use to get the look, right? So you can see at the very bottom of that, kind of where my clipper is, you can tell I need to clean up. That's where the hard guideline was, and all we really need to do at this point is clean that part up, right? And I think I took my guard off right here, and I'm back down to no guard. So let me skip to a better position where you can see exactly what I'm doing. Got the fade down for the most part, the blending, and right here I have a 2 guard on top, right? I have a 2 guard going with the grain because his previous haircut he had, I think this is my second time cutting him. So the previous haircut he had was like a drop fade or something like that. You can tell how close it is on the side and how much thicker it is on top. So, but what he wants now is to do a taper. So we have to cut the top down some to try to let the sides catch up, right? And you see how I'm back and forth trying to give you the best view for the camera. But here you want to use clip over comb to knock down some of the bulk in order to make everything lay just right. And you see, once I start using the clip over comb, boom, the fade is really coming into play, right? So make sure you learn how to use clipper over comb. It'll save you some time and it'll help you make your fades blend much better, right? Now on to the other side. This side is way more visible than the other side, so I'll walk you through the steps again and try to speed it up, but tell you exactly what I'm doing. So we pre-starting the lineup like we did on the other side, which I was trying to tell you, and you know, just try to get your positioning right the same way that I'm doing. So also create the first guideline in a circular motion because you want it to start out small and go bigger. So because we're doing the burst fade, then you come back with no guard open and you try to remove that first line. Then you come back with a 1.5 guard and you go up and you blend again, and then you come back with the 1 guard open to close to remove the bottom line. And then also make sure you're using the clipper over comb method in order to help you remove more bulk to make it blend even better. Now we come into the lineup part. I have the front part, both tapers done on both sides. already done. I haven't done the back yet. But a lot of times I do the front part and then I save the back for last. So here we're going to use our Mr. Outliner Detail and Mist. You can find that on MrOutliner.com. Go to my Instagram, go to Linktree. You can find it that way. A couple different ways you can find it. You want to spray the Detail and Mist, comb the hair in the desired style, right? Once you do that, and what I just pointed to is I can clean it up a little bit better. I can clean this taper up a little bit better. But what you want to do is let it dry. Once it dries, then you're ready to start lining. Now you can actually see how his lineup is too far back, and we're gonna try to bring it up and use a little enhancement because it's up on the other side, but we don't want to push the other side back to match this. So it's easier to bring it up to match the other side, and it'll probably just take like another week or so before he comes all the way back, right? So you finish the line, you get the curve. You see what the detailing mist does. It assists and it helps you create the sharp line up, because it's not allowing the hair to move. The hair is actually staying in place, not going anywhere, and it's dry. So it allows you to put a good line, crispy line up on it, right? So you saw what I did right there, and I was using the corner of my blade on my trimmers, which is a very tricky thing to do. And you saw how I easily made that look terrible but cleaned it up, because I know what I'm doing. You have to be careful with when using trimmers to do that technique. I've been doing it for a long time and I misjudged the hair. Simple as that. But I never did it where I compromised the whole haircut. So because I've been cutting and I've been doing, you know, that technique for years, even if I mess up, I know how to make it look good, right? So that's it. We got that part. Now I'm gonna show you how we'll use the hair fibers, the Go Fibers that I use. Go Fiber is the company that I use for hair fiber, because I like the way that it looks. It looks natural, and it's organic, right? So you spray it right along where you made the light line up at, and you just fill it into the front until it gives you the look that you're looking for. Now the overflow, you just want to clean that up. Also, you can do that with your trimmers like I'm about to do right here. Boom, it's gone. The thing is to make it look natural, and you can see right now that it looks natural. It looks just like the darker spots of his hair, right? I use my detailing mist also to lock in the hair fiber so it'll last longer. So the detailing mist acts as a double agent. It'll help you lock the hair fiber in. Also, it'll help you create crispy lineups. And y'all see, like, he don't really have hair in the front right there. There's no need to try to push that up, make it a sharp line. We're just gonna stay underneath. The thing that you can do, the trick to like haircuts like this, lineups like this, is to use the darker areas to create the illusion. So right here where I'm at, the areas are dark, it's clean, you know, it's doing what it's due. So we're creating the look as if it's full in the front, because there's so much emphasis being put on the corners and the sides to where you hardly ever really notice it, right? We're not gonna fill it in with fibers and try to cover that up, because it'll be a waste of fibers, and it does decline no good. But you see, I'm still able to get a crispy look. Like I said, if you can make the rest of it look super sharp, neat, crispy, then you got something. You know what I mean? Then he'll be happy and you'll be happy about the look that you gave him. And now on this side, we do the exact same thing. We're going to speed it up, but we do the exact same thing on this side as we do to the other side. creating crispy lineups is all in detail. You want to be able to use the hair perfectly to make it look good. So you have to have patience with it. It's not a rush thing. I probably spend equally amounts of time on the lineup as I do on the fade. It might take me 15 minutes to do a fade. It might take me 10 to 15 minutes to do the lineup part to get it crispy the way that I think it needs to be, right? The Mr. Outliner way, right? So you see I'm over here, I'm checking all the boxes, making sure everything's good, making sure everything looks good, right? So we got it looking good now. So you see that's the most I can do with it. I like how it came out. He likes how it came out. So this is a way to create a crispy lineup without overdoing it on hair fiber. You see so many people overdoing it on hair fiber, and that's not what I wanted to create. On to the back, I'll speed it up a little bit, but it's basically the same thing. We use our trimmers to create the first guideline. We use no guard open to try to clean up this first guideline, and we probably just use a 1 guard because 1.5 wouldn't do us any good because the hair is already low in the back, right? So it's the same steps, give or take, minus a certain guard, but normally it's the same exact steps. Once you're done with that, you just want to get your good lineup on. You see the taper came out good, came out clean. We got my boy right, man. I wish my hair was straight like that, but I don't really have hair. But if I did, I wanted to be straight like that. So once that taper hit it, or what type of haircut, whatever haircut I chose to get, it'll come out so dope, so clean, so nice, just like this one. But anyway, look. Go to my website, MrOutliner.com, no dot. Get you some products. Get the ebook on my Instagram page, Mr. Outliner too. So, anyway, don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. You know how we do it. Until next time, love, peace, and hair grease. I'm out.